So this looks ugly, right? When I run this, Joe is found 1 times. Oh, that's bad. Not a good thing. So I don't need this colon in here. But what I could do is to say this. Use parentheses here and say if count equals 1, then the string should be time, right? 1 time. There's a question mark here. Otherwise, it should be saying times, something like that. There is this inline if or arithmetic if operator, which basically says if you give me a condition, I can analyze this condition. If this condition is true, I will give you this expression. If this condition is false, I will give you this expression, right? So save that, run it. So this time it says Joe is found 1 time. It should actually say once, right? 1 or once, whatever. So let's keep it at this. I don't have enough time to make it perfect. But otherwise, if we populate something with I don't know, Bob 3 times or so, then if we update our search for, right? So we say search for Bob, and I inserted it 3 times or so, right? So I actually added to the list multiple times. Then we'll see what this count produces as a result. Okay, so Bob is found 3 times. So this is kind of useful, right? So this is a useful useful construct, but remember that to keep those internal expressions inside parentheses, because you know, if you don't use parentheses, those operators inside may start to interfere with the rest of your expression. Here, for example, I'm using the plus sign, so it's safe to keep these things inside parentheses. But this is how you can quickly control what you print, for example. So those don't have to be numbers. They can be I mean, don't have to be strings. They can be numbers or any expression. But make sure that both this and this is of the same type, right? Because you know, I probably couldn't do this 0 versus times. Actually, maybe I could. I don't know. I simply don't know enough. Bob is found 3 times, and if I switch to Joe, this works actually. Interesting. This works. It's not going to work in C, but it works in Java. Well, anyway, 1 time or whatever times. Okay, so that does this part that we talked about collections. That collections is very powerful library of very useful algorithms. Instead of inventing your own algorithm, you should probably check collections if you can find something that closely matches the task that you have, and you could use something, right? So by trial and error, I was able to find frequency. I was able to find binary search. I was able to find sort. I wasn't able to find a sequential sort, so sequential search. So I did my own in those 2 examples. What's remaining for us to cover with respect to collections officially this semester, we'll be coming back to the topic of collections many more times. If I look back at our presentation here, so what's left here is that we also need to talk about the kinds of maps that are available. And that directly applies to our homework assignment 8, where it's advisable to use perhaps a hash map to accommodate a list of flights, because we can sort them by departure time, by by other internal attributes, and arrival, departure, maybe status. All of these could be used in sorting, or even combinations of these values could be used in sorting. And so we can organize our objects inside a map, which is basically gives us a set of keys by which we can access our elements inside the collection without the need for sequential search for a particular element. So we need to cover maps. So if you'd like to read a little bit of any of the tutorials available online, this would be helpful. And we're going to have to talk about the maps on Thursday. That's about it. We can fit in today, I guess. And let me know if you have any questions. Or if you have any questions related to the homeworks, send me an email. We can start working